Hi, this is Dr. Amy Breeze Harper of the Sistah Vegan Project, and I'm excited that the interactive web conference, The Vegan Praxis of Black Lives Matter, is coming up in just 2.5 weeks, April 24th through the 25th, 2015. So this is an interactive web conference. It means if you have access to a telephone line or a computer, you can buy tickets and call in or sign in to listen to this conference that will be over the course of 2 days long. If you can't make the conference live, we'll be recording all the proceedings, and if you paid for the conference and registered, you have unlimited access to the recordings. So that's pretty awesome. So our keynote speaker is going to be Liz Ross, and she is the founder of the Coalition of Vegans of Color, and she's going to talk about the criminalization of blackness and black people. And it's a great ending to what's going to be a magnificent conference. We also have speakers such as Lauren Ornelas of the Food Empowerment Project. They have a very pro-vegan, anti-racist approach to understanding food. And Ornelas has done a lot of work with farm workers' rights and really getting people to understand that racism is embedded in the food system, even when it comes to vegan commodities such as cocoa products, right? We've got Patrice Jones of Vine Sanctuary who'll be speaking. Patrice was the person who wrote the afterword to Sistah Vegan. She's a wonderful white ally in terms of anti-racism, but also anti-speciesism. And she's written a new book called The Oxen at the Intersection. And it really takes a critical approach to understanding Vermont, the agricultural narrative that Vermont likes to use for, their tourists, talking about how, husbandry was natural to Vermont, and the narrative of whiteness and raising animals and not really being critical about it. And the myth of the fact that, dairy in Vermont was always natural. We also have, who else we have? We have a great line of speakers, Bryant Terry. I'll be having an interactive dialogue with Bryant Terry, Chef Bryant Terry, who is the author of several cookbooks such as Afro Vegan and Vegan Soul Kitchen. So we're going to be talking about, what is it like to, cook up this praxis of Black Lives Matter in terms of what he does as a vegan chef, but also as a food justice activist. So if this sounds awesome to you, please look at the link after this video to actually give you more info about the conference. And if you can't make the conference live, you still pay for a ticket and register, you'll actually be able to have access to the conference proceedings that we'll record. And that will be about 48 hours after the conference takes place. Now this is interactive, it is live, okay? So it's April 24th through the 25th, 2015. It starts at 10 a.m. in the morning, Pacific Daylight Time Zone, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And there's about 180 tickets available, and there's a price range from student to group. And if you can't afford it, we have a limited number of partial and full scholarships. So I want this to be accessible to everybody. And basically, this is the only pro-vegan conference of its kind that centers anti-racism, especially the Black Lives Matter movement message within it. And that we're looking at it, it's not like, it's an extra thing. It has to be part of one's pro-vegan rhetoric if we really want to understand intersections of oppression and alleviating systemic oppression and violence. Whether it's speciesism, anti-blackness, racism, it's all interconnected. And we want to use the Black Lives Movement foundational principles to understand how we can move forward, build solidarity, build collaborations within vegan movements, vegan organizations, and also amongst those who are practicing anti-racism work, okay? So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me, sistahvegan@gmail.com. Once again, my name is Dr. Amy Breeze Harper, and I'm the founder of the Sistah Vegan Project, and I'm also organizing this wonderful conference that's coming up in about 2.5 weeks. So I look forward to hearing your questions and concerns.